Perfect. 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 The Philadelphia 76ers once again fall to the Boston Celtics. This one by a final score of 110 to 106. And yes, they complete the sweep. The Sixers get swept in the first round of the playoffs. If I had said that to you 6 months back, that the Sixers would be getting swept as the 6th seed in the first round of the playoffs, what would you have told me? What would you have told me? Absolutely filthy and disgusting. And at the end of the day, man, I sit back here today, I'm watching a game, and I just realized the Sixers are they're done. They don't have enough. Welcome, everybody, into Sixers Postgame Live. I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB. We already have 100 up in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, man, and send a well wish our way to us Sixers fans because it's over. The Sixers get swept. Brett Brown will likely be driven out of town in the next 24 hours, and in that way, I'm happy. In that way, I'm happy because I'm tired of seeing the things that I do. Again, another winnable game, another game that came down to the last couple quarters, but the Sixers all series have sucked in the second half, and in the fourth quarter, we lose it again. We lose it again. I just cannot feel safe with this team at all. I cannot feel safe ever. Ever. This will lead to a long offseason of soul searching, identity searching, okay? Brett Brown will be gone. Hopefully the next coach that comes in here knows what to do. Doesn't have Joel Embiid in the wrong positions. We're going to talk about it all. He was gassed in the second quarter. Let's just say 1 second. Tobias Harris, man. Woo! I was shaking in my skin. Seeing Tobias Harris go down like that, bang, hit the floor, head bleeding. I'm like, holy crap, what is going on? I almost said to myself I would sit Tobias Harris in the fourth quarter because we're going to try to move him. I'm telling you, Tobias Harris or Al Horford will have to be moved somehow, some way this offseason. And that injury to Tobias Harris, it was just to cap off just a terrible season. I'm like, holy. Tobias Harris goes down at the end of the third quarter. The Sixers missed their last 7 shots of the third quarter. The Celtics go on a 12-0 run, and then from there on, it just got absolutely just horrifying to watch, okay? At the end of this game, Joel Embiid is rolling up top. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The Boston defense once again just all over us like gnats. All over us. And the play that Brett Brown draws up in crunch time. Again, I said it last post game, but no, nobody wanted to talk about it because the Sixers played hard. And don't get me wrong, the Sixers came out again and played hard. They did what they could, but we are just outmatched. And down at the end of the game when we need a crunch time bucket, all right, somehow, some way, Tobias Harris came back in this game. And he finally did okay. And Joel Embiid, with 3 seconds on the shot clock, what stands out to me is that Brett Brown, for the last 4 minutes of the game, is sitting here like this, knowing that his job is about to be terminated, and Joel Embiid is out on the perimeter trying to shoot a long 3 from 5 feet behind the perimeter. I mean, it's a recurring thing every single game. I'm actually happy that it's done, and I don't have to watch this man try to coach basketball anymore. Again, what is going on, everybody? Sixers post-game live. We're going to talk about this game, even though there's not that much. There's really no point to it at this point. I mean, Joel Embiid, again, another big 30-piece, 8 for 18, 13 for 18 from the charity stripe. We got to give it up to Joel Embiid. He did really all he could in this series. I'm sorry, there's not much more that you can ask from Joel Embiid. I mean, he's playing so many minutes and just doing what he can. Joel Embiid had a terrible first half compared to the other games, but he got back into it and did what he could. Still think he should have got more touches, but at the end of the day, man, whew, I mean, the Sixers came out and had 19 free throws in the first quarter and had 15 the rest of the day. Like, there's just certain little things that go overlooked that just can't be excused at this point, man. Like, how does that happen, bro? Like, why don't we keep attacking? This was the first game where the first couple quarters I saw us using our size, our length. Al Horford was 6 for 10 with 12 points and 10 rebounds. He was getting down low. He was getting hype. He did the little arm celebration. Al Horford was engaged in this game. Tobias Harris, 7 for 12 from the field, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He was engaged until he fell on his head. Shake Milton, 14 points. Jay Rich, 14 points. 2 for 10 from the field. Literally every starter on the Sixers had in double digits. But our bench, we knew, okay, before I get to Alec Burks, who went 6 for 16 with 13 points, all right, and 1 for 8 from Einard. Before we get to that, we knew that Raul Neto had to play in this game, right? He had to play in this game. It was Brett Brown's last head coaching appearance in Philadelphia. He had to play his long-lost son, right? In crunch time minutes, 11 minutes for Raul Neto, 3 points, gets torched on defense, stays in the game. I know we didn't have a lot to work with, but it was just funny to me. And Raul Neto got banged over off a screen, and Brett's going absolutely nuts. Brett Brown let me tell you guys one thing, okay? You guys let me know what you think. Brett Brown is an imposter. He's an imposter because there's no way he's getting this mad on the last game of his tenure. I mean, Shake Milton, talk about getting out-hustled, out-hearted, right? The Sixers once again get out-rebounded by the Boston Celtics, which completely blows my mind given the size that we have. That's our one advantage. We're supposed to play big, right? But Shake Milton watches a rebound off a Jayson Tatum free throw, and nobody goes for the ball. I mean, at that point, it's just like, why are we even playing? Jayson Tatum gets his own board, goes back up, gets fouled, and Brett Brown is on the sideline going, shake, shake, shake. What the? I'm like, what? Brett, come on now. Where was this energy throughout the first 3 games of the series? Where was it the last 5 years? Nowhere to be found. Stop it, Brett. Stop it. Don't try to make yourself look better. You're already on the way out. You're already on the way out. Matisse Thybulle played 9 minutes. Nothing to show for it. Gets torched on defense. Furkan Korkmaz, 4 minutes. No shot attempts. Furkan Korkmaz didn't make a 3 in this entire series. Round of applause, Furkan Korkmaz. No separation, nothing. Mike Scott plays 7 minutes. He comes in to start the 4th quarter. Cold. The guy's been getting a few minutes every game. Brett says, you know what? I'll bring Mike Scott into this game to try to be a savior. Are you kidding me, bro? The Sixers bench was absolutely absurd. We sucked. Alec Burks, ever since Brett made that genius move to not bring him in at the first substitution, he's still bringing Korkmaz in. As soon as he went to that and Raul Neto, Alec Burks completely lost his touch. The momentum was gone. And overall, this Sixers team just did not have enough. They just did not have enough. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics, who are now moving on to probably play the Toronto Raptors. That will be a good series of basketball. That will be good basketball. There was even the last couple minutes here were getting a little interesting because, man, Brad Stevens and Brett Brown were like having a timeout war. They're like stopping the clock. Daniel Tice is crying. Over nothing. They challenge a call. Like, really? Really, Brad Stevens? I feel like he was kind of running it up, but at the end of the day, the tenure of Brett Brown must be over. He must be gone. And hopefully, somehow, some way, Elton Brand, who his job might be on a hot seat as well. We're going to talk about that. The Sixers got to figure out some damn way to improve this roster because literally, I'm not going to harp on this. This is Brett's last game, right? I'm not going to harp on these rotations I'm seeing. I saw a rotation of Raul Neto. Hold on, let me find it. What was this lineup he was running that I wrote down? It was terrible. Here it is. Raul Neto, Alec Burks, Matisse Thybulle, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid. That was like a major minute lineup. I also saw a lineup of literally 4 big men on the court. It is not going to work. Al Horford clogs Embiid. Embiid clogs Horford. And we have no shooters. Jay Rich puts up 18 in the first 2 games, and he goes 2 for 10 tonight. He had more points from the free throw line. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the Sixers did not have enough shooting. We were outmatched, and this roster is in trouble, man. This roster is in trouble. Again, almost 200 people up in here, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you are new, man. Last Sixers postgame live of the year. And thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support this year, man. I mean, this is the first year I've been covering these Sixers here, just doing this channel, man. So it's only going to continue to grow. Shout out to everybody that's been here from the beginning or recently, man, that has been sticking with me. It's been a tough year, but at least we have been put out of our misery. Hit that like button if you're in here, man. Subscribe to the channel. We got 190 up in here, man. What are your instant thoughts and what will happen moving forward? Let's see who's up in the chat, man. Let's see who's up in the chat. How come the Sixers are so bad in the second half? Terrible. I guess Brad Stevens makes adjustments that Brett Brown doesn't know how to come back from. The Sixers have started out poorly every third quarter of this series. They had 19 points in the third quarter. You just can't do that if you want to win a playoff game, man. Terrible. Toby legit came back in the fourth. Respect to Tobias Harris, man, for coming back. And I do respect that. But at the end of the day, it's just, it was not good enough. This performance was not good enough once again. Once again. Fire Brett and Elton. Sixers threw in Howell Neto. I took a shower to see how many points they would lose by when Neto stepped on the court. They were down by like 3. Then when I came back, they weren't. Terrible. They were down 17. Shout out to Sean McQuestion, says, I got a lot of respect for Toby. Even though he's got a max and guarantee money, he showed heart and that he wants to play every night. I mean, look, I got respect for him coming back, and I hope he's okay because that was a scary injury. But at the end of the day, man, he just did not get it done in this series. And, man, there's going to be a lot of soul searching going forward. Honestly. Honestly. Let's Go Bird says, no reason to be angry. We all knew this was going to happen. Shout out to my channel members up in the house, man. Chris DeMayo says, get out of Philadelphia, baby. Get out of Philadelphia. R.I.P. Brett Brown. Bye-bye, Brett Brown. Hey, drop the channel member emojis up in the chat, man. I mean, it's just crazy. Going from what we had expected, the Sixers were made for the playoffs, bully ball, and look at the product that we were left with, man. Not only do we get swept, not only does Al Horford and Tobias play way under the radar, but to the Boston Celtics, man, I mean, this is sad. Anthony James says the disgraceful brand of basketball known as 2026ers is over. Embiid should leave. He got outplayed by Daniel Tice. I mean, I thought Embiid did okay, but at the end, I'm not going to lie. Embiid was absolutely gassed. I mean, actually, you guys want to know my favorite play from this game? It's when with 6 minutes left, Brett Brown, the smartest man in the world, tries to take Joel Embiid out with 12 minutes to go. I'm sorry, with 6 minutes to go, down 12 points. With the last game of your tenure here. Like, really, Brett? Because he's in foul trouble? Brett, you know what Joel Embiid did? He said, sit down, Al Horford. I'm staying in this game. And that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. I mean, that was just funny to me. It was just funny to me, to be honest. Shout out to Max, the Brett Brown hater. Another channel member up in the house, man. It says, cut Toby. Hit that like. Everybody hit that like, man. We got 200 people up in here. Everybody hits the like. We get 100 likes, man. Come on. Shout out to everybody up in here, man. Smokeless says, I'm calling an Uber for Brett to Boston. Yeah. And don't give me this crap, Brett. I didn't see his post-game press conference. I'm going to go back and watch it just for amusement later. But I saw the quote before the game. Yeah, if we were in the Wells Fargo, everything would have been different. Shut up, Brett. I mean, even if we were there and we're playing like this, nothing would have happened for this team, man. Embiid dropped 30. It felt like he dropped 15. I agree. Embiid, this was his worst game of the series, but it just looked like he was defeated. You know what I mean? It just looked like he was gassed. But yeah, this team was just not good enough. Embiid requests trade. I doubt that happened, but I don't know why people are saying that up in here. Let me know if that's true or not, but I 99.9% doubt it. Shout out to Scott Lawrence. Everybody hit that like button, my guy. Simmons going to get a shooting guard superstar to work with. Cap, Embiid deserves better. Let's see. Celtics fan here, I'm happy, but keep your head up. Thanks for taking Al Horford. Whew, crazy. Hey, shout out to even the Celtics people that have been coming by throughout this series and have subscribed to the channel. It's been okay talking with you guys. I respect it. The real ones that can actually talk basketball. Shout out to you guys, and best of luck to you fellas, honestly. Best of luck, because, look, at the end of the day, I can be mad all I want. I can hate the Celtics because I don't like them that much. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give them the respect. They came out, and even though they didn't play well in some of these games, they wiped the floor with us. They wiped the floor with us, man. Yo, bro, Tobias Harris got street credit, but his ball skills revoked. Yeah. Even Tobias Harris early on, I know he was more aggressive. He was hitting some shots, but overall, there's no reason to go full in depth on this game. What I'll say is that Tobias Harris and the rest of these fellas, like, it's been getting a little bit better, but overall, there's just not enough. There's just not enough urgency on the offense. Like, nobody will just continually take it to the rack. Everyone's looking to pass. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it from outside. Nobody. If Brett isn't fired by 5 tonight, I'm going to be sad. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the report that came out before the game, and I wouldn't do this, even though I don't like Brett Brown. I would not, if I'm the Sixers organization or media or whoever came out with it, I would not come out before pretty much Brett Brown's last game and now try to say, oh, he had a big hand in saying Jimmy Butler didn't want to say. I don't think that is fair to Brett Brown, just to be honest. Really, you're going to do that before game 4 of a playoff series? Stop it. We know that he had a part in Jimmy Butler not wanting to be here. But really, to do it before that game? Like, come on, bro. Come on. I'm honestly wondering how Brett Brown paid the refs. Stop it, bro. Stop it. The refs were absolutely garbage once again. And they were more in the Celtics' favor, so I don't want to hear that. I'm not going to blame the refs as to why we lost, but they were still garbage the entire series. New amnesty option. Hope for that to use on Horford. But Levine, Booker, Beal, someone like that next to Ben, watch what happens. Don't know how you can move them with their contracts. It's hard. It's going to be terrible. Did all he could. He gets gas and quits. Come on. He gave it all he had. What are you expecting a man to do when he has no help? Nobody can shoot a ball. And his coach won't even establish an identity. I'm sorry, bro. I want you guys to go and watch these last 4 games and watch the last 4 minutes of each game. There's no plays being dialed up. It's literally everyone is just doing what they want or what they think is right. Brett just sits there on the sideline. He just sits there. He doesn't do anything. Watch how Brad Stevens coaches. Let's see. Lil Tartar Sauce's first time tuning in, spitting facts. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, my guy. Shout out to you. Shout out to your boy Roca, man. Great content creator right here. Says Brett Brown has to go for y'all. Shout out to him for tuning in, and I absolutely agree. He's gone. It will, if it's not tonight, it will be tomorrow morning, and I will be on here with a video immediately after, and we might live stream and have a Brett Brown fire party. Brett Brown firing party on this channel. Let's see. I'm going to try to get to all these comments, guys. If I miss, just go ahead and comment again. Who would you rather leave, Toby or Jay Rich? I like to see both next year, but trying to get rid of Al will be tough without one of those guys. Man, to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of either one of them. I'm really not a fan right now. Just being honest. I wouldn't mind clearing house, get a nice coach up in here, have Ben, Joe, and Matisse, and maybe Shake, and that's it, really. I mean, we can establish a nice roster here. but we got to draft well. We need to make a trade. Flyers are where it's at. I absolutely agree. The Flyers we are hanging on by a thread. We are hanging on by a thread with the Flyers. What's up, RB? Need to fire Brett Brown, and it's unfortunate we got swept. It's very disgusting, bro. At this point, you just got to accept it, but the Celtics of anybody, I mean, we beat these guys 3 out of 4 times this year, and they come and sweep us. I mean, come on, bro. Come on. Whew. Did you get mad when Allen and B watching Jaylen Brown made? Yes. I don't understand it. So and we didn't even talk about that. There were a few plays. Again, we start out with regular coverage, and in the second quarter we're going to drop coverage. Like, why? It's like there's no consistency. Why are we letting Kemba Walker, who again led the Celtics with 32 points, 8 for 15 from the field, 4 for 9 from behind the arc, and 12 for 13 from the charity stripe? We are letting Kemba Walker shoot wide open shots. There is no urgency to close out on shooters. Do you see how Boston plays defense against us? There is no room to breathe. You're lucky if you get some space to shoot. But on defense, the Sixers just look lost. L and Embiid, we got out-rebounded, bro. How? How do you explain that? I know how to explain it. It's heart, man. It's heart. Looking forward for next season, guys. Think new coach will have been at point forward, either trade for a guard. I think that's the way to go moving forward, to be honest. I honestly, RIP to Summer 76. Martin, what's going on, man? Rest in peace to the Sixers. I mean, it's crazy. Gonna think I'm crazy. I think we can move Uncle Al. He wasn't playing his natural position, but we have to do it now while we have that reason to trade him. Yeah, and that's why I'm glad Tobias wasn't seriously injured. Obviously for his health, but still, man, like, it's kind of hard, though. Like, how do the Sixers now go out and market Tobias Harris to other teams? Because they're going to look at what he did in the playoffs. And they're going to say, well, if we get to the playoffs, is this how he's going to perform? I mean, just a salty taste left in our mouths. The suffering is finally over. Trust the process was the biggest scam ever. Crazy. Fire him. GG, y'all deserve better than this. Terrible front office and coaching. Absolutely terrible. Elton Brand might be on the hot seat. Now, he did go out, all right. Elton Brand will get blame. I don't think he should get as much blame, but he still should have blame in this. This is a top-down kind of issue here. Joshua Harris must sell the Sixers. I mean, I'm tired of him. He must sell the Sixers. Now, Elton Brand went out and got Trey Burke, okay? Brett Brown didn't want to play him. Elton Brand had James Ennis. Brett didn't want to play him. He went and got Alec Burks and Glenn Robinson III. Brett never really got them fully accustomed. He finally got Alec Burks into a rhythm, and then he sits them. So I can't go ahead and just insanely blame Elton Brand. He predicated this team on a defensive identity, and Brett Brown, being the defensive coach, taught them nothing. Nothing. They don't play. They don't have enthusiasm on the defensive side of the ball like we know that they can. That is the problem. This was supposed to be a defensive team. Not just Brett, but the front office has to go. This will not be the same team coming. This will be a completely different team coming into next season. I want to see Embiid in the gym this summer. Yeah. At least they kept it close because they scored all those garbage time points when it was already over. Yeah, I mean, the Sixers kept it close the last couple games. But at the end of the day, I just do not trust the Sixers going down deep into a game. I just don't. I'm not trying to be negative, but I just knew. I've seen the story too many times. I knew what was going to happen. Terrible. Terrible. And again, if you're just tuning in, Brett Brown he showed a lot of fake energy today, okay? Because Brett Brown needed to do this all season. Get your guys riled up. We don't have a kick a chair type of guy in the locker room. That should be you, Brett. That should be you. It's sad. It's sad. Get RB to 3K tonight. Hey, we are on the road to 3K, baby. We are on the road to 3K. I appreciate all the support, fellas. All the support. This is the last Sixers post game we're going to do this year, but hey, I started doing YouTube in the middle of this Sixers season, and it's been a lot of fun, man. It has been a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what's going to happen moving forward. We're still going to make Sixers content. Don't worry. Eagles, Sixers, all of it, baby. We got 250 up in the chat. We got 90 likes. That is an issue. Hit that like button for your guy, man. Hit that like button, man. He looks like he's being forced to play. I know. It's crazy. It is crazy. Jimmy Butler was the best coach that we have had in a while. I absolutely agree. He was literally the man. He was literally the man. It's sad. Brett's postgame was actually pretty good. It felt as if he knows he was going, so he made sure to compliment all his players. I get it, man. I mean, he knows he's going. He knows that he's on the way out. He knows he's on the way out. I'm going to try to keep up with these comments, man. Jay Wright is right for the job. That's my guy, man, from Nova, but I don't see him leaving. Get a real point guard. Move Simmons to shooting guard. Whoa. Oh, my. Woo. Tough day for us Sixers fans, but there's always next season. Go Sixers. A lot of work to do this offseason, fellas. A lot of work. Trade Embiid for Booker if you ask. Ben and Booker will cook. Can't stand Boston, but respect. They played well. Sixers change on the horizon. Roster front office need a major makeover. Celtics fans, Sixers don't be that down. 3 playoff appearances in 3 years. Yeah, well, you bring an interesting point, Jonathan. Very interesting point here. You know why? Because, fellas, I'm actually starting to think, like, what was the point of this whole playoff run? Last season, I like how last season the Sixers got a taste of that disheartening disappointment. You know, because that's supposed to bring you back and make you hungrier as a player, as a team. That is supposed to fire you up. I get it last season, right? But this year, it's like we took a step back and like we took ourselves out of a high draft pick. We just made a fool of ourselves. Was it even worth it this year? I don't know, man. Ben said it, we're too soft, no question. JJ and Jimmy, we're floor generals, don't need to be an executive. Exactly, bro. Exactly. We have no isolation ball handlers yet. All I see on the Sixers offense is Howell Neto or Alec Burks or Tobias just trying to create their own shot. It will not work. It will not work. Fine, we'll keep it Tobias, but at least Horford has to go. We will see, man. We'll see. Playing in the post is demanding, takes more toll on the body. Exactly. He was gassed because there's no help. There is literally no help. He went to the line 18 times. I mean, I can't be mad at him for that, man. Spam Sixers suck. Get out of here, bro. Weirdo. I can't believe that even without a shot, he can't shoot. He just doesn't want to. Now I get it. Once Brett Brown fired, just as bad as us fans. Now I get it. Ben Simmons. Brett Brown fire party. Your process didn't work. Your team is pathetic. You are pathetic. Coming on here without a profile picture. You are pathetic to even speak in this chat. Who do you want as a new head coach? A video will be out as soon, probably like within the week, once Brett Brown gets fired, about who I'm looking at as a coach. GG, y'all deserve the better front office and coaches staff. Respect to you, man. It's people like this. Humble Boston fans that can actually have a conversation. Respect to you, man. Good luck. Good luck. I will cry tears of joy when Brett gets fired. Man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Because I don't care how nice he is, all right? He's the nicest dude. But at the end of the day, he is not the guy to get this team to a championship. It's over. That's it. That is it, bro. I'm happy it's over. Let's rebuild. First move, get rid of Brett Brown. Please clear the house. Brett actually thinks he's keeping his job. No, he's not. No doubt about it. Elton Brand ruined Hankey's plans. I mean, I hear you, bro. Just to think where we have ended up now, just years later, it's very crazy to me. We thought this team was going to be a defensive all-time team, and they're just simply disappointing, bro. Just simply disappointing. Pacers are about to get swept. I'm a big fan of you. Give this man a like. Next year will be better for both of us. Shout out to you, man. I absolutely agree. Us and the Pacers are going through it, man. Hey, you heard him. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're new. If management doesn't get it together, we'll end up like the Knicks. Please don't say that. Josh Harris needs to sell the team. He doesn't give anything about the Sixers. That's a big problem. Like up the stream. Hey, shout out to the channel members up in the chat, man. Shout out to the channel members. If you want to check them out, link is in the description. Woo! This whole series was just hard to get through, bro. This was a hard series to get through, man. And at the end of the day, the Sixers didn't have enough. But even in the games, when you don't have enough talent, if you work hard, you have a chance. But again, Brett was just outcoached. I mean, it's crazy. He was even more outcoached than he was 2 years ago. Baby steps forward and then huge steps back, man. That's what I feel like this organization is. Who realistically could use Tobias or Al? Knicks, Hornets, Pistons. I don't know anyone. I feel like, to be honest, Brandon, I feel like it would be a team, not like a big contender. I feel like it would be a team with a lot of young guys who are trying to mature to that next level. That's the kind of team I could see one of them going to, because they would also have more cap space, you know? They play with heart, but the Celtics are just better. Yeah, they were just better this series, man. And we didn't make the necessary adjustments. We didn't do things quick enough. And Brad Stevens really just jumped on it right away and did what he had to do. So someone called the Celtics little guys. They are little guys. They just played with more heart. And they weren't as gassed. They're just, watch the Celtics. They're just all around the court, bro. They just don't stop moving. They're like gnats. And the Sixers, look, I had to, not only did I have to sit through my team getting swept, I had to sit through a Doris Burke broadcast, okay? Look, I mean, it's just so annoying. She's saying, oh, I wouldn't just fire Brett Brown. He's just a scapegoat. Doris Burke doesn't know more basketball than someone in this chat. Like, the scapegoat. Oh my God. It's like you get slapped in the face with it and people just don't get it, bro. Terrible. Terrible. Do you think you would have won the series if we had Ben Simmons? I don't at this point, because Brett Brown did not do enough. And look, I'm telling you, we might even win the last game or two, honestly, if he doesn't mess up the whole rotation. Alec Burks was completely taken out. He was our main source of anything from the bench. Furkan did absolutely nothing. Mike Scott did nothing. Neto, nothing. Alec Burks was the man on the bench. And Brett completely messed him up. And we had no production. And there's just no reason to keep going on about it. Like, everything was messed up, and Brett just got out coached, and he's just not the guy. That is what it is, man. Josh Harris needs to sell the Sixers and the Devils. He needs to sell everything that he has in his possession because he doesn't know anything. Trust the process was never the problem. After firing Hinkie, that's when the downfall began. Hinkie had a clear plan in place and seemed to be working pretty fine. I agree. And I really do think, and I'm being completely honest here, I think Sam Hinkie would have gotten Brett Brown out before that 17 season or maybe before last year. But no, somehow, some way, Brett fools everybody else into thinking that he can still do the job. And it just did not work. It just did not work. Tarman Productions says, go away, Brett Brown. Man, our next coach is going to have a lot on his plate. And we can't get anybody soft. We can't get anybody without experience up in here. Honestly, we have to make the right move, and we got to act quick. There's going to be other teams trying to get coaches as well. Imagine what our team could be like if we had a better coach. Imagine if we had one of those crazy coaches that would just get fired up all the time. I mean, I feel like our defensive intensity could be out of the roof. Maybe, yeah, we don't have enough shooting. But for our team to be predicated and preach bully ball and defense, and we just can't play like that, it's bad. Think we should keep Joe. He's good in my book. Get a new coach and see where it goes. Obviously, if we can get rid of Horford, that's a plus. Yeah, Horford's contract is going to hold us back a lot unless we can somehow get rid of it. But here's the thing. I'm not as mad as at Elton Brand. I am mad that I still think we needed one more guy and some shooters. But then again, he went out and got us shooters. He went out last year and pulled a trigger on a Jimmy Butler trade, on a Tobias trade. He went out and acted fast. If there's anyone that can move these contracts, maybe it is Elton Brand. Maybe. Sorry to burst your bubble. I think we might need to trade Embiid and build around Simmons. Look, man, I know a lot of people are going to be talking back and forth now. It's kind of hard to use this series as substance without seeing Ben Simmons on here, man. Honestly. I don't think we've seen the peak of Embiid or Simmons play because of Brett Brown. Embiid just said he wants to stay here for the rest of his career regardless of what happened today. Thank you, Chris. And whoever said that earlier, like, what's the point of saying Embiid requested a trade? Like, what? What's the point? Ever since we traded Ennis, it's just falling apart. And Trey Burke, who is getting 15 a night for the Mavericks. But no, he is not a live ball god. He can't play in Brett Brown's system. He can't play in Brett Brown's system. And we're going to hear more substance, by the way, about hopefully this. You guys let me know. You watched the postgame. I didn't. Did they ask Brett Brown about this report that came out about Jimmy Butler and how he had been a big part apparently in not letting him stay here and how he wanted him out? If he did, I would love to know what the answer was. Because I tell you, I miss Jimmy Butler, man. I miss him a lot. Simmons' injury was extremely huge, but to get swept is atrocious. It's just flat out embarrassing. It's flat out embarrassing. There's nothing else we can really say, man. Start a betting pool. How long will it be before it's announced, Brown? I have two guesses. Either tonight, which I don't think will happen. I think they'll do it on a Monday morning, have their little press conference. Brett did a lot for this team. We really enjoyed his services. And we are mutually parting ways with Brett Brown. That's no, if I'm Elton Brand, I come on. He's fired. He didn't get it done. At least the Sam Hinkie 10-year Sixers did not get a sweep. Honestly, I had less stress watching this team win 10 games than I did this year. It's ridiculous, bro. Crazy. Shout out to all 260 up in the chat, man. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe. Last Sixers post game of the year, man. It's been a blast with you fellas, man. Whatever team you guys support, wherever you come from, whatever you like to talk about, man. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to my mods and my channel members, man. You guys are the realest. You guys are the realest. Now we have to figure out how to dump some of these contracts without losing. I agree. Start Embiid at the 2. Honestly, like we almost could based on our roster. Crazy. Go for an NBA experienced coach. Yes, I want a guy with experience. Remember, you Sixers fans thought you were better than Raptors last year. You're not. We definitely were better than the Raptors last year. We had a better complete lineup than the Raptors did. But Nick Nurse was way better than Brett Brown was. Anybody bring up Mark Jackson? Yeah. He'll definitely be in line. I don't see why not, but we'll see, man. Do you see the Sixers trading either? No, I don't. I think we get a new coach in here before anything happens, to be honest. JJ and Jimmy are laughing right now. They must. I know Jimmy Butler's having a blast in Miami. JJ Redick's out of the playoffs, but I don't even think he would want to be in on this team. I mean, who knows, man? Still no identity on this offense. Nothing moving around, but there's no point in even saying it anymore. It's just the same thing every single night, so it's sad. It's not even Brett's fault. It's the owner. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Just expect the Celtics are coming to us after all the trash talk we did when Al Horford left Boston for us. Wild, bro. The only trade that we have won with the Celtics is Matisse Thybulle. Other than that, every move that is in correlation with the Celtics just looks absolutely terrible, bro. We will have to have a fire sale. We really are. I'm just wondering how we're going to market these guys. Like, we're going to have to eat. Look, we are going to have to include some high draft picks and a lot of our players. I mean, do you remember how the Lakers, before LeBron went there? I think, yeah, it was before LeBron went there. They had like 4 guys on their roster during the offseason. That's literally how the Sixers might look this offseason. Honestly. Sixers are like the Browns. RB, you think they need to blow it up if we can't move in the playoffs next year? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Y'all don't be like that on Brett Brown. You're talking about a man's career to job depth. Man, get out of here, bro. I speak the facts. I said he is one of the nicest guys. He's the nicest guy in the NBA. But at the end of the day, man, that's soft talk. This is basketball talk. This is a business, bro. He didn't get it done. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, bro. I'm just saying. It's as simple. He didn't get the job done. He regressed. Okay? I mean, it's simple as that. I don't know what else you want me to say, bro. Shout out to my guy, Philly Notion, with the super chat. Appreciate you a lot, my guy. I don't even want to see what he says on this, but everybody smash that like for a real one, RB. Next Sixers press conference should be the announcement of Brett getting fired. In-house clean time. All right, he didn't lay it on me that time. Respect, Philly Notion, man. Appreciate the super chat. Shout out to you for always being a real one, my guy. And yeah, the next press conference, it will come. Look, if the Sixers don't fire Brett Brown within the next 24 hours, we have a problem on our hands. We have a problem on our hands. Just saying, man. But Philly Notion, your Nets are up next, so I don't want to hear no trash talk, my guy. No trash talk up in here. Appreciate the super chat, bro. Eric says, why do these idiots keep saying trade Shake? One of the only 2 shooters we have trading shooters. Look, Shake's going to be just fine. The level of urgency was not there. But Shake, I saw Shake get posted by Jayson Tatum, and he's just too weak, right? Shake needs to put on some more weight. He needs to become more athletic. He doesn't have a lot of time under his belt, but Shake will be fine. I think he has a pretty bright future, to be honest. I think he does. I would not trade Shake. Most likely, unless we get a good deal. Brett Brown had to go, but he gets way more blame than he deserves. I completely disagree, 100%. Go watch Game 2 and let me know how he's getting more blame than he deserves. Please, let me know. I'm a huge Celtics fan, so you know how I feel about Philly, but you get a lot of respect because you're honest and transparent. Can't wait to play you guys next year. Hope Toby ends up all right. Shout out to you, man. Respect. Hey, I'm trying to keep it real all the time, bro. Doesn't matter if my team's doing good or bad. I'm always going to keep it 100. So respect to you, man, and good luck in the playoffs, bro. Good luck in the playoffs. It's only T's rookie year. Let's not make the mistake of letting another. Nah, he's not leaving, bro. There's no way. I can't be mad at Matisse. Didn't really have a rhythm, but he didn't get consistent minutes. So glad Embiid hit the last shot. He should have some say so now about who he thinks can help him and Simmons contend for a championship. Yeah, I mean, I want to see him more vocal. We kind of saw it, kind of inching out of him near the end here, but man, he's got. I wouldn't mind if he was that crazy player again. Just be vocal. You know what I mean? Brett's a nice guy. That's really what he is. That is what he is. Brad outcoaches Brett every time they meet. Every single time, bro. Just got to get rid of Brett, Cork, Neto, and more. Keep Ben and Embiid, Shake, and Burks. The rest can kick rocks. Look, Alec Burks, man, I'm telling you, he earned himself a contract throughout this bubble and throughout the playoffs. I don't think he's going to come back to Philly with the way Brett Brown was treating him. Now, maybe with a different coach, maybe. But I don't know, man. Brett didn't even win one game. That has to be – exactly, bro. Exactly. Sixers need a coach and need a bench. They need a lot, man. Tobias' contract too big for them to trade and not lose cap room. I agree. Nick, screw you. The process is a regression. I agree. And beat on if Brett Brown should return. I'm not the GM. So you know what I mean? Like I said, guys, I've said this many times. There's never been a Sixers player to come out and talk about how good of a coach Brett Brown is. You look on these other teams, they're going to say, I've heard Jimmy Butler say, yeah, Spoelstra is that man. You know what I mean? I've heard this guy say, yeah, this coach helps me get better. No one said that about Brett Brown. Everybody gets worse. And if Embiid really backed him up, he would have said it. But apparently not. We almost got 300 up in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Shout out to everybody up in the chat. I feel sorry for Brett. I like him a lot, but he needs to go. Yeah, I mean, I like him as a dude, but at the end of the day, it's too long with a waist. You got to go, bro. You got to go. Not sure if I can trust this front office. I agree, bro. I don't trust Joshua Harris, bro. I don't trust them, man. I want a new ownership group to pick a new coach, bro. Do you think that the bubble played any role in the Sixers loss? No fan base going crazy. Look, it could have played a part, but at the end of the day, the Sixers still got to show up, man. It should not take a home crowd to get you motivated. So I don't think it was a difference between a series. Trying to get to all these comments. Shout out to everyone up in here, man. Let's see. 6 years of tanking and one good year making it to Game 7 of the second round. Isn't that crazy, bro? Isn't that crazy? And you know what's even crazier, bro? I feel like Brett Brown is actually going to get another coaching job with another team. I feel like it's actually, or at least an assistant coaching job. I feel like it's going to happen, to be honest. Brett Brown is horrible developing players. You would think our bench is stacked from how long Brett's been a coach. Exactly, bro. But that's part of the ownership as well. Like, you can't expect to win. I knew Furkan would have some trouble with playoff defense, but he couldn't create separation. Brett couldn't get him open one half, somehow, some way or another. You remember that play against Portland earlier this year? Brett got Furkan open easily off a screen by Al Horford. How come I don't see any of that? How come? Furkan didn't even make a three in this series, bro. I don't even know if Furkan scored a point. I think he scored a point in garbage time, but that was it. It's crazy, bro. Trey's been great in the playoffs so far. It looks like he can't miss right now. Exactly. And Brett didn't want him. I don't see any team taking on the Harris and Horford contracts. You should be mad at Brandy pulled the trigger and mortgaged your future to win in 19 when the Warriors. Look, bro, I'm telling you, the Sixers still could have won and went to the finals, bro. Never mortgage. Look, I disagree, bro. There's part blame for Elton Brand, but look, man, you give me a lineup with Ben, Joe, Tobias, Jimmy Butler, and JJ Redick, like you got to make more out of it, bro. We get to the finals, the Warriors are actually banged up. We probably win. Crazy. But I hear what you're saying. Sorry you had your season end like this. Get rid of Brett and try to move at least one of the bad contracts. You'll be strong. I agree. It's going to be tough to do that. But if we can, look, if we can finesse a team, if there's a team you can finesse, it's the Sacramento Kings. Come on. And they stopped using Buddy Hield. They started to bring him off the bench. Like, it was just a weird scenario. Maybe we can finesse him. Maybe we can. What if Brett saves his job because his excuse is that we didn't have Simmons? Man, if that happens, I'm telling you, if Brett doesn't get fired, I'm not supporting his team until he does. Ferk is a liability. He's just not ready for the moment, bro. He can't get separation on his own. But yet, apparently, we want to use him like how we use JJ Redick. And it doesn't work, bro. Doesn't work. Giving up Butler for nothing. No, we got Josh Richardson, who goes 2 for 10 one game and scores 18 the next. It's crazy, bro. Did you see Jimmy talking about the reason he left on JJ's podcast? Exactly. And I made a video about it months back. And I knew he wasn't lying. There's no reason for him to lie. And even JJ alluded to it a little bit last week when he was with Embiid on his podcast. Your channel has really great analysis. I think you need more subs and go Clippers. Shout out to you, man. Much respect. Appreciate all the support from everybody, fellas. Trying to get the 3K, man. Just been grinding, so we'll see what happens, man. Shout out to you guys. Almost 300 in this chat. We got 130 likes. We got 290 up in the chat. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? Make a trade with the Suns or the Kings. Those are teams that I could see us trying to finesse, man. Trey Burke says 13. Right now, Trey Burke watch. 13. There we go. Good job, fellas. Definitely don't think we need to get rid of Ben and Joe till we have a new voice and see what they can do with a competent offense. I agree. You'll see this team improve on both sides of the ball next year, honestly. Sixers for life. I agree, man. I always got to support my team, but this is just sad, bro. Knowing what we've gone through over the years and looking at where we are at right now. It's crazy, bro. If Brett's coaching next season, I won't watch a game. I won't either. I really won't. I'm not going through the same thing again, bro. Are you ready to give up thigh and picks to move those contracts? That's a hard one. I got to see what's in the deal, but I really don't want to move Matisse Thybulle. I really don't. I think his future is bright, man. I think he has a bright future in this league. I really do. And another coach is going to develop him better. Good series. Shout out to you, man. Respect. Shout out to Philly Notion, man. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. I don't want to read this one. Says RB, you know I wasn't letting you off the hook like that, bro. Absolute garbage playoff performance. It's a crime to waste Embiid's prime years. Well, I'm gonna have to take that one on the chin, bro, because I'm not disagreeing with that. Embiid honestly has about 4 to 5 good years left in him. And I feel like it's being wasted. I kind of feel like it's being wasted, man. It sucks. It sucks. The Nets will be next, though. Don't worry, Notion. Don't worry. I'm coming for you when the Nets lose. But appreciate the super chat, my guy. Shout out to you. Despite getting swept, what I learned is that Shake is a solid point guard. I mean, he's good, man. He'll be good for the future, but he just wasn't ready. And I thought Brett would at least adjust and try to put Alec Burks in and at least let Shake, get some runs against the second unit, but didn't really help him out that much, Didn't really help him out that much. Jimmy said that Brett wouldn't communicate with the players in the meeting. Yeah, they sat in silence and watched film. They sat in silence, bro. Crazy. D-Book was a best-kept secret, but to try to pull off a trade for him down would probably cost us too much. We needed a more capable scoring guard. Yeah, it would take a ton to get a D-Book or a Bradley Beal. So Man, I don't know, man. It all look, fellas. I've been saying this for so long. So many things are impacted on this team by the way Ben Simmons develops. If he starts shooting the ball and knocking down, you can design your team completely different. But if he just wants to be a same old power forward and everybody's just going to let that be the way it is and just be satisfied with that, well, we're going to need a completely different roster. It all hinges on Ben Simmons, bro. I'm just saying. Can you do a Sixers rebuild vid of what you would do? Yeah, man. Hey, we're going to have a video on how to rebuild this roster. We're going to have a head coach replacement target video. We're going to have some good Sixers content coming up, man. I'm going to be doing Eagles content as well, but Sixers will still stay up in the loop. So be on the lookout. I love all your guys' insight when you come up. Maybe we'll even throw in a Sixers stream here and there, man, because I love your guys. I love you guys coming on here, man, and talking all the time. You guys have been some real ones, to be honest. Let's see. Have to pick up some more mid-sized shooters and move on from one of the big guys. Yeah, we do. I've been saying it all serious, fellas. You can't play Embiid and Horford in the same lineup, bro. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. I mean, the lineups I was seeing today, I know we were shorthanded, but still, they're not scoring lineups. You're not going to get a lot of production out of them, man. You're not going to get a lot of production. There was one play in this game too. By the way, like I said, the rest were garbage, man. Jay Rich got a tech. Tobias got a tech. Brett Brown got a tech. There was one play, though, that just showed me. It kind of like showed me just a glimpse of what this Sixers offense is, bro. Shake Milton came down the court, and 2 seconds into the shot clock, he shoots an off-balance three, contested. And it just shows, it was like, you know how they say a picture can mean a thousand words? Like, just that play was just like, wow, like no identity. No one knows what to do. No accountability on this team. No discipline. Nothing, bro. Crazy. I saw a picture where they showed Brett with the playbook and it looked like he was writing scribbles on there. I don't think he writes anything on that clipboard, man. We played 2 centers in 2020. Isn't that sad, bro? Isn't that sad? He thinks this is the Spurs offense, bro. He thinks this is the Spurs, and it's not. Philly's one of the biggest busts in the NBA. I agree, man. It was. I'm going to be a nice guy and give them 5 days to get rid of Brett. Nah, they have to get rid of him in the next 24 hours. If they don't, it's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Sorry to hear that from a Blazers fan. Hope you guys rebound next season. Shout out to you, man. Good luck in your series. Shake needs to desperately gain weight and hit the gym. I agree. It's obviously not happening, but how would you react if Brown got another year? How do you think I would react, bro? How do you think I would react? Because I'm not supporting this team if Brett Brown is around for another year. Until he is gone. Until he's gone. Matisse would drastically develop under Jay Wright or Mark Jackson. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, just some of the players that, like, the guys that we have in our arsenal in this team, and it's just sad, bro. It's just sad. Like, I understand if we go down with a fight, man, we're just undermatched. But the fact that we got swept, bro, and by the Boston Celtics, Tobias didn't step up at all. Al Horford was just mediocre. Very sad, bro. Very, very sad. Even with Ben Simmons, we probably do not win this series. Burks and Robinson are our priority to keep. Most likely we'll have to trade a big to get some mid-sized shooters. I agree. I would love those two to stay, but to be honest with you, I don't know if they're going to stay. I think they're both free agents, so I don't think so. Man, Toby J, Rich Zaire, and 2 firsts for Bradley Beal. What do you think? I would absolutely do that, but I just don't know if we would be able to get it done. Like, I don't know if the Wizards would actually fall for that. But yeah, you saw we canceled practice yesterday. I did. I don't know why, but man, it didn't matter anyway. Who has Brett Brown made better under him? Try to answer that question. Woj says Sixers are making a decision today or tomorrow. Looks like he will be fired. Making a decision? What does that mean? What is your decision, bro? Did he say that on Twitter? Changes are coming for the Sixers. Brett Brown is without internal momentum to return. What the heck does that mean, bro? Is without internal momentum. Come on, bro. Hey, man. Soon as Brett Brown is gone, a video and a stream, man, we will party to celebrate the ending of the era of Brett Brown. I hope Chuck asked Shaq if he laughed at Joel earlier. Bet he died laughing and say yes. I miss the days when Ben and Joe were surrounded by shooters like Bellinelli, Reddick, coming. Yeah, that team was more fun to watch. Bro. They just played faster. That's the thing. Even the broadcasters even said something about that. Like, we just play so slow, bro. In the half court, we play so slow. So slow. Toby said Brett wasn't the reason we lost, and the loss in the series was on him individually. Well, that's nice to say. I mean, he's not lying. A lot of it was on him, but it was also on Brett too. Formula is simple. Get players to stop the best players and players to score with the best players. The system stuff is for the boardroom, not the ball court. Yeah, well, at the same time, though, you have to have your identity, and we don't allow our guys to do that. That's the problem. How do you feel about Horford's 26 points in a series? Terrible. Horford had 12 today. It doubled his highest of the entire series. It's just sad, bro. It's sad. You should trade Al for Kevin Love. I think it's the best option considering a contract. Look, man, I don't know if I want Kevin Love on this team. It's kind of out of the range for that now. Josh said Brett didn't hold the team accountable. Did he really? Did he really say, like, you guys are throwing a lot at me. I don't know if this stuff is legit, but I would hope he said that. I hope he did. Brett said, F it, let me put in Raul Neto to my last game. That's literally what he did, and he was all as soon as Raul Neto got slammed by a screen. It was funny, bro. The Kings and the Wizards always get screwed in trades. They always do, bro. Always. RB, sorry to see you guys got swept. Was really pulling for you. Hopefully the offseason works out and the team finds more success. Shout out to you, man. You couldn't save a bro this time, but hey, respect to you, man. Hope your team does well. Shout out to you. Appreciate the support, my guy. Will you miss Brett as a person at all? Honestly, bro, I don't know. I like that Brett Brown was always nice and respectful and tried to keep optimism, but sometimes he just did use a lot of big words without saying anything. But yeah, I don't know. I just look at the basketball coach, and I just don't think he got a lot of guys better here. So Sixers will be crazy to bring in a new head coach and make no drastic changes to the roster. That's not going to move the needle. I agree. Something must happen. Cannot sit back on our thumbs, man. Stop with the Butler. He and Simmons can't play together. You are wrong, bro. They can play together. They just need to understand what is trying to be run. Nothing is being run. You give touches here, you give touches. No. They can play together, bro. They can play together. Jersey boy, what's good? What's up? Harrison Horford got to go. Contracts are tough to move. Got to bundle players and picks in 3 or 4 teams. Keep Joe and Ben with the new pieces and new coach. Too much talent to lose in the first round. Absolutely. To get swept in the first round, bro. Crazy, bro. Brett was a better assistant than he is a head coach. I believe he was over his head as the main guy. Good point. Marcus Smart is really smart. He was drawn. What up? I'm sad that if Raptors make the second round, we're going to have to play Boston. Yeah, that'll be a good series, bro. That'll be a good series. Boston didn't play that well in every game, though, and I do think that it's going to be a good series, but they do have Boston has the guys to score. Like, they have it, bro. They have it. Shout out to all 300 up in the chat, man. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Tons of Sixers content up here, man. Hope we hire Alvin Gentry, Kenny Atkinson. Not going to lie, I miss Rocco. He was just too inconsistent as well, bro. Matisse can't go. Too bad the Suns had a run in the bubble. Otherwise, I could have definitely seen a trade go through for Joe, for Booker. Look, man, I wish we could get Monty Williams back. But no. Would you have preferred to keep Shaman instead of trading for Harris? I loved Landry Shaman, but at the time, I'm not going to say I'm mad at that trade. I thought it was good for Ellen Brand in his first year as GM to come in and make 2 big moves like that. Like, I'm not mad at that because he set us up with one of the best lineups in basketball. I can't be mad at that. We should have done more with it. I believe a team like the Bulls will be a team we could dump the contracts on. Hey, if the Sixers could land Zach LaVine somehow, some way, it'd be crazy, bro. Be crazy. To be fair, what did we expect from this series? Now, that's a good point. I don't think we expected this team to come out and, win a 4-0, 4-1 series. I picked us to lose in 7, but I thought we would at least come out with heart. I know guys could knock down shots, but I thought at least somehow, some way, with Brett Brown coaching for his job, I thought somehow, some way, we would find a way to at least get guys open or make us more comfortable, and we really did not do that at all. We didn't do that at all. So these last couple games, yeah, we played harder, but at the end of the day, it was not enough, and it's just a bunch of disappointment. It was much worse than we expected. It was much worse, okay? Wow, this is a good point, man. Sixers 2019 eliminated on 4 bounces. Sixers 2020 bounced in 4. Crazy. Wow. I never thought of it like that. That's interesting, bro. Say we move Ben for Levine, Laurie, and a pick. Ben not shooting is detrimental to our success, but I think someone can get that out of him. I know he can shoot, bro. I know he can shoot. I'm not trading either one of my stars just yet. I'm not going into that mode yet. Can you guys just take a second to realize that we have never seen Ben or Joel without Brett Brown? We've never seen them with another coach. So you got to keep these things in mind. We can't be upset when we expected to get beat. No, but we can be absolutely upset with how we got beat. How we got beat is more important. What about trading for Luke Kennard? Or I would hate this, but you could try to sign Fred VanVleet. Hey, I dropped a free agent video and I put it on my channel like a month or 2 ago. Like the top free agents I want the Sixers to go for. VanVleet is on that list. He's definitely earning himself some dollars. And Luke Kennard, honestly, I wouldn't mind that. If we could find a way to trade for him, I would not mind that. If Ben doesn't want to shoot, we will never win a championship. 100% agree. He has a shot. He will not shoot. We need this is why we need a tough, experienced coach. We cannot have a young rookie head coach come in here, some assistant, and everything's just fine, Ben. Shoot when you want, when you're comfortable, right? Joe, if you take off this night, it's okay. No. That is the problem. Everything is just all sweet and dandy. It can't be like that, bro. Expect the best out of your players, and they will understand, bro. They will understand. Shout out to Bar, man. I see the channel membership emojis. I like the fire Brett Brown emoji. I like it. When will the pain end? Who knows, bro? Who knows? They finally gave a better effort in the last game, but it was too late. Yeah, the last 2 games they did, but that's after we had to, blatantly call them out. That is when we had to call them out. And then they showed up. Then your max contract player starts to play up and aggressive. Like, that is sad, bro. That is a direct translation to I don't really want to be here. I don't believe in this team. Sure, I'm gonna play hard when I get called out, when the spotlight is on me. But other than that, no, I'll take my time. It's crazy. Asia Roberson, another channel member. What's going on? All good. It's all good, It is what it is. Giannis doesn't have to space with an interior center. Yeah, they taught that center how to shoot threes. Mike Budenholzer, a brilliant offensive mind, gets his players. He lets his players know what they need to do to be successful. He said Brooke Lopez had never shot a 3. Well, you know what Budenholzer did? Hey, Brooke, you're going to be in the gym knocking down corner 3s so that Giannis can space the floor. We don't do that. And I'm not saying we should. It's not the same circumstance because Embiid can absolutely dominate down low. But still, I don't see these guys getting better. Philly Mike, what's going on, bro? RB just got off, first time getting swept. Crazy, bro. Been a long time since we got swept, and it does not feel good, bro. But hey, if coming off 2 years now, if we don't look at these last 2 years and say, wow, we go down like that in Game 7 against Toronto, and now we come out and get swept, like there can't be much more salt and sour taste in your mouth if you're Joel Embiid, if you're these players, like it sucks, bro. It sucks. Markelle Fultz has more threes in the playoffs than Horford and Tobias had combined. Tobias hits his first threes tonight of the series. 2 for 5 from 3. It's sad, bro. It's sad. Sixers had 8 turnovers in this game. Clean that up, right? Doesn't matter. They had less points in the paint, had less rebounds. Like, how does that, less offensive rebounds? How does that happen, bro? With our size advantage. First stream RB, being a Sixers fan is painful and confusing. Exactly, bro. It's very stressful, bro. But shout out to you for coming by, man. A lot of cool Sixers content coming, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Everybody in here, hit the like button, man. Last post-game Sixers stream. It sucks, man. But hey, hopefully the correct moves will be made. We can reshape our roster, and hopefully we can figure something out, man, because this is not a good look. As a Celtics fan, I'm not going to hate. Respect, man. Respect. Wish more were like you. Think Ben or Embiid are gone by next season? I don't. I think we bring in a new coach first. Not to mention Embiid just said in an interview he wants to bring a chip back. Still loyal with no help. Why trade him? I don't understand people that keep saying that, man. I don't understand it. Average 30 while being doubled. Crazy. And And in the fourth quarter of this game, and like I said, man, there's nothing being drawn up. It's just the same old thing. Joel back to the basket, trying to fight his way in, 2 or 3 men, and he gets a bucket or goes to the line. But like Embiid was literally gassed. I saw like 5 straight possessions to him in the fourth quarter, and he could barely even breathe. Philly fans are like Knicks fans. They were expected to go chip or bust and sign big name players instead of focusing on pieces that fit together. 155 likes, guys. Let's get RB to 300. There's 306 in the chat. Hit that like button to support RB. Hit that like button, man. Let's get it up to at least 200, man. Last one of the season. Last one. Whoever tried to sell Sixers fans on players like Neto is the problem. Well, there you go. And his name is Brett Brown. He didn't want Trey Burke. He wanted Raul. Raul Neto. Next year, we're going to have to compete with KD and Kyrie on top of all this. Got to develop Ben as a slash scorer and Embiid as a roll man. Yeah. RB picking the Celtics over the Raps. I don't know if I am. Because I've been saying the Raptors are the scariest team to me. But I don't know. We'll see. Don't get too ahead of yourself, Jimmy J. I know you like to do so. But I wouldn't use this series as, the most confidence, like, wow, the Celtics can now beat anybody. Losing Redick was the worst. I'm telling you guys, this is the problem with some Philly fans. They don't appreciate what they have before it is gone. You're seeing some of the same people right now. Trade Embiid, trade Ben, clear house. But it's those same people when that happens. Why don't we have a star? Why don't we have this? Why don't we have that? It's the same thing, bro. Get JJ Redick out of here. He's the worst defender of all time. Well, how did that work? Jimmy Butler, this and that, man. It's okay. He went to the Heat. He's not going to do anything. Well, now we miss Jimmy Butler as well. It's the same thing, bro. And I don't get why people are like that. You got to take a second and just look at this team. Look at Ben Simmons and Embiid, where they are at. And stop trying to be so fast to get everybody up out of here, man. So caught up with Simmons, but don't want to acknowledge him not shooting at all and will never win a chip. Look, bro, he can shoot. He just needs someone that will force it on him. By the way, you kind of reminded me. Where's that guy, HR, Human Resource? Where's he at? Where's he at? For each Sixers fan, team needs changes. It was okay to lose to build a better team. I guess you can say it's okay to lose since we weren't going anywhere. But coming off where we were at last year to this year, we cannot regress like that. It's just sad, bro. It's just sad. Jackson could turn us into a dynasty. Don't forget Mark Jackson built the Warriors that we saw dominating. He built that team. Steve Kerr just came at the right time, but Zach LaVine, if he's so good, how come all his team sucks and he can't win? Come on, bro. Who did he have around him? This is a star-driven league, but at the same time, you still need a guy to hold people accountable and establish an identity of a team. He had Jim Boylan. I mean, if you want to compare Brett Brown, it's similar to Jim Boylan. Did RB get to my comment? I think so. What's going on, Asia? What's going on? Would have been nice if Al and Tobias could shoot. Yep. If we want to win the modern era, we need a confident ball dominant scorer. Yes, but that guy can play alongside of Ben Simmons. LeBron always had a Kyrie or a guy like that when he went to the chip, man. Besides that first time when he got there by carrying that bum squad, but these point forwards have ball dominant guards next to them, bro. You can have both. Grant Williams made more threes than Toby and Al combined. Embiid's going to move this offseason whether to Golden State. No, he's not. You can keep wishing, but he's not. Facts on Monty Williams. Think Mark Jackson would be a good coach. Built the foundation for Warriors winning teams. He can get the best. Exactly. And it's crazy how him and Stan Van Gundy analyzes from a booth on TNT. And they know what to do with these guys. Like, come on, bro. It's not rocket science. These guys, you're telling me Mark Jackson knows what to do sitting at a desk, but he would get up there and not know what to do. Like, we need a qualified guy. We need a qualified coach, bro. Trey Burke watch now has 17. 17. Who do you think personally fits the job description that complete system? Again, I'm going to make a video on this, but there's some good names out there. We need an experienced coach. We need an experienced coach. Trade Joel to the Celtics. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. Fred VanVleet is staying on my Raptors. He's not leaving. I don't know, bro. I don't know because he does have a ring now, and he wants that payday. So money talks, bro. I didn't watch the game, just woke up from a nap. Was I a bad fan for not watching? No, you're not. And you didn't miss much anyway. Same old. It was a good game. Then in the third quarter, Celtics go on a 14-0 run or something like that. Sixers missed 7 in a row. Toby busts his head open. And it just went downhill from there. And we just did not have enough. Nothing, drawn up in the last few minutes to try to get us going. Just the same old. So let's see. Brett should have said, Ben, if you don't show him, give your minutes now. He should have done something, bro. But instead, I literally made a video about this. He sat down with Ben Simmons and said, if you don't shoot, should I bench you? Like, who asked their star player that? No. You think Ben Simmons is going to believe in what Brett Brown's trying to put out there? If those are the type of things he's saying? How come Brett Brown today wants to get all fired up and pissed, but he doesn't do that on a regular basis? Come on, bro. Jimmy Butler walking away. That one was huge. Restart the process. Brett destroyed it. What are the chances the front office is so incompetent that they keep Brett? If they are that incompetent, the entire Sixers should get boycotted. Just being honest. See that Joe tweeted and deleted? It was a palm tree and fire emoji, which Jimmy liked. I don't know. If Ben's going to be our main ball handler, he can't be restrained. Look at how Tatum played in the series. He's going to be a champion. Celtics fan, I don't know if I'd fire Brett. He's actually had success. What do you mean, success? What is your definition of success? Wow. Whew, I feel like I'm losing it, bro. I feel like I'm losing it. Ryan Rowe, what's going on? What's going on, Ryan? Not this year, but eventually. Reminds me of my Raptors under Dwayne Casey. Now we have team basketball coach of the year. Exactly, bro. When a guy just can't get it done, you gotta put your foot on the gas pedal. We had a guy like Monty Williams in-house, but no. Let me get to skip some of these comments. Asia says, are the Sixers and Phillies management related to each other because they are making your team look like fools? Well, Asia, they must have some kind of coalition because I completely agree. It's terrible. It's terrible. Ben Simmons' impact was huge. Look, man, it'll be the people calling to trade Ben Simmons will be the same ones that'll miss him when he's gone. When he becomes a top 3 player in the league. Celtics win, so they face Toronto or the Nets. Imagine being an NBA star and deciding not to shoot, you won't win. Exactly. I agree. Matisse looked bad. Yeah, but he's a rookie, so I'm not going to get on him too bad. I think Matisse did what he could. He was in one game for a majority of the game, and otherwise, he really just did not. I mean, he just did not get it. Guys try to establish themselves on this team, and then they don't get to stay in their same role. It's crazy, bro. Jimmy had no interest in staying because of Brett. His time has been up. Exactly. Jimmy knew. Jimmy knew. Jimmy Butler is greatly missed. Very much missed, man. Very much missed. Because Jimmy would have held this team together. It seems like Joe wasn't able to do that. We got 184 likes in the chat. We got 288 up in the chat. Hit that like button for me, fellas. Let's get it up to 200. Joe needs to get in better shape, and Ben needs to shoot, or one of them will be traded. We need someone strong in ISO outside of the paint. We need a dominant scorer. I agree. But that kind of player can play alongside Ben and Joe. It can be a big three. You don't have to get rid of one of them. JJ struggled against Boston as well in playoffs. We need guys. Look, but at the same time, you can do things as a coach to kind of negate that, okay? Kemba Walker isn't the best defender in the world, okay? But Brad Stevens, you see how they attack the Sixers guys? You see how they close out and switch? I'm not saying JJ would have been flawless, but there's ways to at least alleviate the pain. And JJ Redick would knock down consistent shots. Shake Milton, who was supposed to be our most consistent scorer, he was terrible on defense, maybe even worse than JJ. And he couldn't make threes except once in a while, which is why I'm saying we miss JJ. And JJ was a veteran and a leader. He was also a vocal leader. Just saying, man. Tatum's better than Embiid at this point. Everyone's going to rank him higher than Joe on their top player list. He deserves it, honestly. I mean, I guess, but I wouldn't just go ahead and say that outright because, again, look at the systems they are playing in. But I'm not going to take anything away from Tatum. He's a baller, bro. He's a baller. You can't get out of this curse. I don't know how you could have been happy seeing Redick leave. He was fired. The Sixers were the best fit for JJ Redick in his entire career. He said it himself. Why is GR3 not playing? Thought he was able to play in game 4. Who knows, bro? Who knows? You think if Simmons was healthy, the result could have changed? I don't know, man. It's hard to say that because we didn't play that well. Will Elton Brand be safe? I don't think he's safe. I think there's a decision to be made there. But again, I can't fault Elton for being aggressive so far. Now, I still want to know, or I kind of have a feeling like if Elton was part of the reason that Jimmy Butler decided to leave, well, yeah, he should be on a hot seat then. But again, I don't know. I know Elton's made some aggressive moves to try to get these shooters. He needs to have done more. But at the end of the day, he puts a roster out there and they have to perform, bro. They have to perform. As an OKC fan once said, blow it up, blow the whole thing up. Look where they're at. One season later. After learning the Sixers were swept, I was so sad. It's crazy. Celtics guards after guards. First it was Isaiah and Kyrie and then Kemba. What about Fox from the Kings? He's a true point. Yeah, he's a little bit smaller, but I mean, he looks like he's developing into a nice guard in this league. Philly girl, what's going on? How you doing? How is everything? Steve Kerr overrated. Mark Jackson was the real mastermind behind the Warriors. He was. Absolutely was. He started to teach Steph Curry how to play the game of basketball. Steve Kerr just showed up, man. He just showed up. Trey Burke has 18 now. I'm excited to get a coach who knows how to use players and makes them better. I agree. Kenny Atkinson or David Blatt. No one's going to take on these garbage contracts we gave out unless they get an offer they can't refuse. I agree. You want a coach who's well-respected. Atkinson, smart guy. Yeah, look, I respect Atkinson. He elevated players without a star. But again, I still feel like he's more on the younger side of experience. Like, I want a guy who has coach star talent, who knows what it's like, not a guy who's going to figure it out mid-season. How did we actually get rid of Burke? That's one of the worst moves I've seen ever. It's crazy. He gave his minutes to Raul Neto. So that should tell you all you need to know. Need a coach that will push players to their full potential and create a standard. Brett never held players accountable. Never. All my videos this whole season, no accountability and no discipline. Hey, we are 120 subs away from 3K, man. That's what's up. That is what's up, man. Shout out to everyone. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all your guys' support this entire season. My first season doing this. Started halfway through, and it's been a blast. It's been a beauty. Obviously, crazy times with this whole thing going on. And here we are. It's been a crazy season, man. But it's going to get bigger and better going in the future. I'm going to do game day vlogs if I go to games. I'm going to might do play-by-plays. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can experiment with. It's been awesome. So appreciate all you guys for sure, man. Appreciate all you guys for sure. They won't bite on that. The contracts are so bad. Let's see. Dwayne Casey did not let him go. Now we are the championships, job done, and Messiah. They've done well. They've done well. Philly sports fan, I really hate losing to Boston. They always seem to outsmart us every time. It's frustrating. Get the right coach GM in here. Let's run this back. Yeah. I mean, we beat them 3 times this year. Obviously, guys were banged up and stuff, but to go out and get swept, it's very disheartening. But all we can do is hope that the right guy's in here, man. If Brett gets fired, I'm going to make a video on the guys I think we need to look at. And seriously, we need to be on top of this. And there are certain moves that we must make, which will also be in a video. Man, it sucks getting swept by the Celtics. I mean, they're going to hold that on us forever now, until next season. Game was close in the third. Tatum played and dominated basically end of the game. Yeah, once Tobias Harris went out, there was really no chance. But yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks. At least the Eagles are good. Levine's a ball dominant scorer, not a corner spot up for Ben. But that's the point. That's the point. You can have multiple guys like that, bro. You can have multiple guys like that. Just get rid of Al and get a new coach that can make our guys play to their strengths and not get so many guys out of position. Yeah, we can't come back starting 4 forwards again. There's no space on the court. It doesn't work. That's why Tobias regressed. Keep Joe and Ben and scrap the team. New coach and rebuild can't waste their prime years. I agree. Jimmy wanted Brett fired. I'm sure he did. Absolutely, I'm sure he did. Let's see. Don't feel too bad. My Nets are next to get swept. Hey, but the Nets, I had no expectations for them. Had some for the Sixers, but look at that. Nick says we don't have leaders. No, we don't. We don't have that Jimmy Butler type leader. We don't have a kick a chair guy in the locker room. Tatum, 28 on 10 for 18, 15 boards. Ben can't survive with other ball-dominant players because Ben can't space the floor. If he shoots, though, he can. That's what I've been saying, man. Everything hinges on Ben Simmons shooting the ball. Telling you. I'm telling you, man. Most of the things I called right in this series. But look, man, Ben's got to shoot the ball. Jimmy would have taught Embiid how to be a true leader. I agree. They still talk. They know what the deal is. Can't fire Brett, not the whole front office. Roster construction, fit, and salaries are disastrous. The salaries part, you're right on, my guy. You're right on. Spot on, bro. Man. Terrible. Terrible. Let me pull something up real quick. Hey, but we're going to be on here for about like 10, 15 more minutes. Let me know your final thoughts up in the chat, man. What is your biggest takeaway? Let me know your biggest takeaway. Just in one sentence, couple words, whatever. Your biggest takeaway from this Sixers season. Your biggest takeaway. I'm going to go ahead here and put the channel membership link in the chat if you guys want to check it out. Go ahead, be my guest. A lot of cool content coming their way very soon. Very soon. Phillies playing tonight. They got to win. Yeah, they're a disaster too. I'm a Celtics fan, but I hit like on this because I respect good basketball fans. Thank you. These are the type of people that I like up in this chat, man. Respect to you, bro. Shout out to you, man, and good luck in the playoffs. At the end of the day, I'm going to speak it real, man. My team got much overly outplayed and just overly out-talented, and the Celtics just wiped the floor with us. So, respect to you, bro. I appreciate that, though. I'm glad that some of you guys are able to see, even some of the Boston fans or whoever else, that I try to be objective about it. So, shout out to you, fellas. D'Angelo Russell could be available for trade if the Wolves take ball with the first pick. Ben and Russell have played. Man, that's a terrible draft too. Man, we could have had D'Lo. Just another one. What do I expect from a biased Sixers fan? Well, that's great. That's great. Heard the Toronto Raptors were going about it. Sixers to add to the G League. Just kidding. Respect. Hope you keep the live show going throughout the bubble. Hey, if you guys want me to continue to do maybe a couple live streams here and there, maybe I talk about some other teams or something like that, let me know. Let me know. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like the finals or something. Definitely going to be getting into this Eagles content, but yeah, I got to keep up with the Sixers content too. Let's see. Are you going to make a video on Earl Thomas? I don't really see a point unless it's rumored that the Eagles are interested, but it's unfortunate. I will say it's unfortunate, but he's had some troubles lately, so I just hope he doesn't go to the stinking Cowboys. So hanging tough. Thanks for asking. How are you? Hey, hope everything's good. Always let me know if you need anything for sure. Shout out to her too. Great Eagles content creator. Hope everything's well. I'm doing all right, just trying to get through. Now that this is over with, get back into the Eagles soon. Hopefully football looks normal, If the Sixers can't get proper shooting around Ben and Joe, then we will be in the same position we were this season. I agree. Our Philly cheesesteaks legit. Never had one. Absolutely legit. If you go to Philadelphia, make sure to get a cheesesteak. It is an experience. I've gone to other places and gotten cheesesteaks. They're nothing the same. Nothing the same. Philly is different, bro. You will love cheesesteaks. They're legit. Rich said, Brett means well. I just think going forward, he's got to have some more accountability I don't think there was much accountability this season. Did he really say that? Wow. Is that like an actual quote? Hold on, because now I got to check Twitter, bro. Because if he said that, I mean, wow. Wow. Why is Anna Horford, by the way, I'm on Twitter. Why is Al Horford's sister opening her big fat mouth saying, Al plays so much better when Embiid is sitting? Like, I agree. They don't play well together on the floor, but, I mean, shut up, Al Horford's sister. She's just annoying. But, yeah, let's see what Josh Richardson said. He's a good guy. He's a good man. Don't think we had enough accountability this season, and that was part of. Wow, so he really did say that, man. Much respect to Josh Richardson for keeping it real, bro. Much respect, bro. Much respect. That is what I call a leader. Everybody's got to hold each other accountable at times, bro. We got over 200 likes in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody. May have to trade a young asset like Matisse to get out of Horford's contract. That's true. Thoughts on Embiid? Hey, I thought he played a great series. I thought he did what he could. So, shout out to Embiid. Hopefully, we can get him the help he needs. Getting rid of Ennis was as bad of a call as Burke. I absolutely agree. I loved James Ennis, and I view Glenn Robinson kind of the same as him, and he didn't even get to play. So, man, I miss James Ennis. He would always hustle. Always hustle. I'm glad to see your channel doing good, by the way. How do you feel about trying to get DeRozan? Isn't he a free agent? Appreciate you a lot. Yeah, he was on my list as well for free agents list. Go ahead and check that video out. I don't know if I was to bring DeRozan into this team, he would be more of a six-man because I don't think he would be able to fit well not being able to hit the long ball efficiently. So I don't know about this team, but if he was to take less money, I would say yeah, as another piece. But you know what I mean? I don't know about with this team with this fit. Y'all overpaid for Horford. Wow. Thank you, John. I mean, wow. You know, the end of the season here, you know, game 4 is over with. I mean, just an insightful comment out of John. I mean, give him a round of applause. Round of applause. Unbelievable comment right there. Unbelievable. Tatum can for sure be an all-time great. Potential drive is there. Simmons has talent. You got to question his drive. I'm telling you, man, I don't know if guys believe in this system, bro. Let's see. 3 best young players in the NBA are Luka, Tatum, and Simmons. I might agree with that, to be honest. We need better wings. They rule the NBA. And a coach who doesn't want to coach like it's 1999. Ben's a better defender, not arguing that he had a case for defensive player of the year, but he's been the same offensively. I don't think he's been the same. I just think that it's taken time for him to develop his shot, which he has, but he just needs to have that confidence, honestly. Fire Brett Brown, that's my takeaway. Simmons' impact on the team is so underrated. I agree. Only player that isn't good enough to play his own spot. New coach or blow it up. Celtics fan, but if the Sixers had Tatum, we need Ben to win. Already knew that, but making it clear. Takeaway, I'm not a Sixers fan. No space in poor front office decision. Yeah, at the end of the day, this team was not constructed properly, and Brett did not follow out on what our identity was supposed to be, and it hurts, and it stings. But at the end of the day, we were not going anywhere this year. But hopefully we are finally here for a new era. Hopefully I can finally get it across to some of you people that these stars can play in a regular system. Brett, I'm not clowning Brett, that the guy doesn't know enough basketball. He was not supposed to be that guy. He was a puppet of the process. That's all he was. I can't be mad at Brett Brown for staying here, when he's not gone. But I can be mad at the front office for not seeing that it was time to get rid of him. So, yeah. That's my takeaway. That Joel did not have help when Simmons was injured. Biggest takeaway for me is finally Brett will be moved on. Sixers can get a good coach in. I agree. Season regressed from 4 bounce on the rim to being eliminated in 4 rounds. Great job covering the Sixers. Really looking forward to the Eagles. Shout out to you. Much respect. Means a lot. Appreciate that. Fire Elton Brand. Biggest takeaway, Neto over Burks and Burks' lackluster home record. Yeah. Alec Burks, man. Would love to have him back, but don't know how that's going to go. Don't know how that's going to go. Sixers play good, just needed Ben Simmons. Should have drafted Tatum. That was a turning point. I mean, I can't be mad in hindsight because, look at Markelle. And if our plan was to move Ben Simmons, like it all depends. Again, everything revolves around Ben Simmons. Like, if Ben Simmons' plan was to move to that forward position and play that point forward, well, Markelle would have been a very nice combo guard to put alongside him. So I can't be mad at that. But, we can't be mad that Kel forgot how to shoot and everything got messed up, But if Ben Simmons, if the plan was to keep him at point guard, well, yeah, then the reasonable decision was to go with Jayson Tatum. But I think they were planning on moving him to the forward, which is why they went with a guard. But who knows, man? Who knows? Aegis says, watch the spam and let them know. Shout out to the channel members. What's your thought on Hinkie? Looking back, he didn't really draft well. Yeah, he didn't draft as well, but he did accumulate a lot of picks. And I just feel like, obviously, he was going in the middle of what he was trying to do. So it's kind of like when a guy has a resume, but he's building it over time and you get rid of him midway. They had to get rid of him because the NBA, everybody was all pissed off about it. Even though other teams have tanked, he was the first one to be all public with it and just really go full force. So they had to get rid of him. But, I feel like he could have had and eventually had a master plan. Like, teams tank and, he went all in and he just did not get a chance to finish it off. He did not finish it off, or he didn't get a chance to. So, I'm not going to say he was terrible. I would have liked to see what have happened. Trade all those draft picks for crappy Tobias. Fire Elton Brand. Wolves about to run D'Lo out of the team when they get that ball, brother. Yeah, I don't see D'Lo. I don't see any player staying a long time in Minnesota, to be honest. Please, just because Sixers season's over, don't stop doing vids. Got to still do these. I'm gonna do my best, man. I'm gonna keep it up, my guy. I'm going to keep it up. Or the Sixers series with Shake. Look, man, he's still young. He's a rookie. Give him a little bit of time. Let him put on some weight. I think he can be good. Again, needs time. Arturo says, bleed green. Yep, shout out to you. Stick to being a Flyers fan and you will be fine. Hey, I'm getting ready to watch these Flyers starting tomorrow night again. Been watching them throughout the playoffs. I love it. Definitely waiting for that Eagles podcast. RB, shout out to you, bro. Let's see. We don't want Earl Thomas. Yeah, I don't want Earl Thomas, to be honest. Sarge would have taken this team over the top. I don't agree with that. He's a nice dude as well, but I don't think he was that kind of dude to take us over the top. Salary cap, going to be worse. What do you think Sixers are going to do? Well, they got to find a way to move one. They got to look. And my first instinct is that it's going to be a bad deal put together, but it's just going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, might have to be a pick that we don't want or something like that included in there. So, I don't know. Looking forward to the Eagles this year. I agree. Cheesesteak. Yep. How to draft terrible and destroy a team and make burner accounts by the Colangelos. Give me a break. Only people who think Tatum's better than Simmons are people that look at the point average. Exactly, bro. I still think Tatum's I still think Simmons is a much overall better player. And when he shoots, you'll see. But Tatum's still a baller as well, so I'll give it to him. Y'all are still here. Yeah, that's what we do, man. This is the last one. We're about to get up on out of here. I got one more question to ask you, fellas, but I'm going to read a few more comments first before I ask you guys. Now I want a cheesesteak. Hey, they're so good. Let me read a few more of these, and then I got one more question for you, fellas, before we hop on up out of here. Let's see. Can't wait for Ben to be under a coach that holds him accountable, believes in him. He's going to be great. That's my time. Have a great stream. Shout out to you, Philly girl. 2017 feeling we couldn't do anything against the Sixers. Shooters were so deadly. Yeah. Yep. At least you're not a Knicks fan. Watch Sixers players excel in their new coach, better systems. How good did players look elsewhere before coming to Philly? Exactly, bro. Exactly. Sweep is complete. Joel's not leaving. Hey, man. Shout out to everybody that's been up in here, even this whole series. Shout out to you guys. Let's see. Process was working to the league, came in and gave us Colangelo. Exactly, man. 100% be run like Giannis. B continues to be unhealthy. It's over. It's over. Ben would have made a difference. It's over. Ben would have made a difference at all. It's over, and a process amounted to nothing. Brett is incompetent, hired by an incompetent owner. Philly's the only team that has hope for a championship. Hey, I got one more question for you, fellas. And then we'll hop on up out of here. We got 205 in the chat. All right. We're 110 subs now away from 3K. Shout out to you, fellas. We got 214 likes in the chat. Hit that like button, fellas. I got one question. I just want a number. How long, in terms of hours, until Brett Brown is reined and sent out of Philadelphia? How long until Brett Brown is sent out of Philadelphia? Again, I will be up here instantly with a video. I will be up here probably with a stream or something like that. And we will toast. We will toast to the ending of an era. Was Sam Hinkie your former GM? Yes, he was. And he accumulated so many draft picks. He was bold. And the reason we got rid of him was because Adam Silver, the commissioner, stepped in and made us get rid of him because we were openly tanking, and apparently that wasn't good for the league, even though teams were still tanking. But, he was better than the Colangelos. Looking at all the ex-Sixers players and the players playing lights out, exactly. Every guy that goes somewhere else is happier, and they just play better. They just play better. We need more shooters. I agree. RB streaming the Flyers soon. Hey, I know hockey, but not like that in depth. But I'm definitely gonna make some Flyers videos, so no doubt. Let's see. Brown should be escorted out of Philly in a sandwich bag. Send him to Boston, baby. I will be intrigued to see where he ends up after. That's one more question I got for you fellas after this. But while I'm reading these, let me know if Brett Brown is to get another job, where will it be? Where will it be? Because that's interesting. In terms of the Brett Brown thing, I would say 24 hours. Within 24 hours, by tomorrow morning, he's got to be out of here. 48 hours, 5,000, 46, 20 million. Let's see. -4, 12, 8 to 72, 24, 2 days. Let's see. He won't, not this postseason. 3 to 24. He's taking a separate flight from Orlando. What does he even say in the locker room after this series? Like, you played well, like 96 hours, 4 light years. Let's see. Philly's like Jacksonville. Everyone that goes there gets worse. I blame you for this debacle. You alone. It's all me, man. It's all me. But hey, I've been here the whole time. I'm the only one showing my face out here, man. Did you see the look on Brown's face? Which look? This one? That's all I see, man. But yeah, I think he's out of here within 24 hours. And if I were to say a place where Brett would go, if he would have a job, somehow, some way, I could see him ending up in either Cleveland, the Chicago Bulls. I don't know who else needs a coach. I'm not going to say the Knicks because I don't think Brett is made for the city of New York either. I mean, Brett would get absolutely toasted, just like he does here. Yeah, I don't know. I would say Cleveland and the Bulls. But let's see. High school coach, Cleveland. Brown to Boston, of course, the Bulls. McDonald's, the Cavs, the Bulls, or an assistant, the Knicks. The Kings are going to fire and hire Brett, and they're going to say they're making the playoffs again. G League staff. The whole Sixers team just jumped Brett in the locker room. Phillies are awful. Staying in Philly as the assistant. Oh, no. Yeah, front office guy. Get out of here. Hiring Brett would totally be a Cavs or Knicks move. 2 hours. Pistons. RB draft 2022. He would go to Detroit. Let's see. RB name is Ryan. Yeah. Besides Kyrie, dropping an F-bomb with Shake was yeah. I mean, come on, Brett. He got mad at Alec Burks last game. He's mad at Shake, but no, he's all fighting. He's all sticking up for Howell. G League, the G League rebounding staff, Cavs and Bulls. Cavs, Bulls, Knicks, Hornets, G League, maybe Australia. Upper Darby High. Yo. Oh my gosh. Anybody in here thinks that he just stops coaching basketball? I think he would be a good motivational speaker. Assistant coach in Brooklyn? No. Like Asia says, heck no, he will get eaten alive in New York. Coaching in Chicago next season. If the Chicago fans, knowing the pristine reputation of that franchise, if they go from Jim Boylan to Brett Brown, I mean, they're gonna be on watch, man. They're gonna be on watch. Bikini Bottom. Is he gonna bring Joe with him? Brett's reign of terror will soon be over, and he'll likely go back to Boston to be their G League coach. Oh, man. He should be the GM. Joel to Chicago is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Goes to the Bulls, make Zach LaVine leave and come to us. There you go. There you go, man. The main Red Claws. Y'all are funny, bro. Y'all are very, very funny. Selling hot dogs on the beach. Yo, Brett can be the team's physical therapist. Oh my God. He said, I'm sure the WNBA has a spot for him. He could be a high school substitute. I could see him being that. Oh, man. Joe is arguably the best center in the league, wants to stay his entire career. Could be an NBA analyst, Lincoln High School, team's guidance counselor, or peer mediator. That's a good one. Motivational speaker. Don't want Brett Brown in Brooklyn. It's bad enough we got Kyrie. Shout out to you. WNBA, the Mavs game's insane. Brett Brown's a good guy. Hey, with all due respect, man, Brett is, look, I know this is the last time we'll be talking about Brett, after a game. Brett Brown, man, I got respect to him because he's a good fellow. All right, he's a very good dude, nice, respectful guy. I can't blame him for staying here because it's not like he picks if he's employed. But at the end of the day, man, he just did not get it done. And I really wish Brett Brown the best of luck going in the future with his family and everything. Like, I mean, this is Philadelphia, so of course you're going to get clowned when you don't know the game like that. But I wish him the best of luck. I'll definitely keep up with whatever happens, but at the end of the day, what I'm more angry at is not necessarily Brett, but it's more so the fact that the talent we have here, and I feel to an extent it's been wasted now for a couple years at least. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can rebound going forward in this offseason, make the correct moves, bring the right guys in. And I'm laughing at this one comment I just see. I'm about to get to it, but hopefully, man, we can get the right guys in. I wish Brett the best of luck. He was always nice and respectful. I mean, the guy, when we were winning 8 games a year, used to come out and talk for an hour in the postgame. So I got to give him respect for that. With all due respect, I respect Brett Brown, the man, and I wish him the best of luck. But Brett Brown, the basketball coach, it's over, man. It just is. This is Philly. We need our guy. And that's all I'll say about that, man. Bulls, WNBA. Brown will be a video game coach announcer. Oh, man. FanDuel consultant. His own show on Comedy Central. Brett can't coach a G League, needs to be a band room coach. All right, we're about to stop this, man. I mean, we're slandering this man. We'll go back to the Spurs and say he's back to winning a chip with Duncan. Lower Marion High School. We'll see Brett Brown voice acting for a video game coach. I mean, he actually doesn't have too bad of a voice to do that. He could be a substitute English teacher. Oh, my gosh. Brett will run for president. Oh, man. Brett 2024. I pity whatever elementary school in Boston ends up with Brett. I hate saying he's a good guy. I really don't care about his coaching, not therapy. I exactly agree. I 100% agree, man. You have to separate coaching from being a nice guy. He's an absolutely gem of a fellow. But he's just not a coach. I mean, it just is what it is. Not an NBA coach. Have a great night. Thanks for keeping us company. Look forward to some good news heading on our way. Absolutely, man. Keep up with the content. Shout out to everyone, man. I know we started these streams at the bubble and everything, but it's been a lot of fun, fellas. It's been hard to get through some of these, but we did what we could. Appreciate all the love from everybody, man. You guys are some real ones. You guys are some real ones for sure. Hassan, what's good? Mr. Dude. Brett Brown on TikTok. Kindergarten teacher. New host on Jeopardy. I wouldn't mind that. Been wondering why Neto plays so much. Who knows, man? At the end of the day, who knows? 3 out of 4 games were hard fought, but how did we get swept? Because, man, we just didn't have enough. That is the simple answer. Hit the like button. Shout out to you, bro. Keep Embiid. Let's see. I don't want him on Jeopardy. We'll be hired today, creating playbooks for teams. Fire Elton Brand. Trey Burke has 20. But, hey. With that being said, fellas, I do appreciate everybody. 2 hours up on this thing. If you can for me, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you are new. Check out the memberships. Appreciate all the support, fellas. We'll be back, I'm sure, sooner or later with some good news heading our way. Let's just hope we are. But yeah, hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend, has a great week. It's been a lot of fun, fellas. It has been a lot of fun. With that being said, though, I go by RB. Philly take with RB, and let's hope the best for our Sixers. Let's hope we started off strong and do the necessary things we need to get back into contention, man. I know there are moves to be made, but we have to capitalize right away and do the right things. But hey, shout out to everyone. Everybody, have a good night. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I go by RB. Philly take with RB, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.